So moving to number 7. Number 7 says it wants the set of all even integers. Even integers, they want even numbers, because 2 is an integer but is even. Understand? So even numbers, they are numbers like this. We know we can start anywhere we want, since we don't know the first negative number that is even. -4, -2, -1 is not even number. 0, 2, 4, and 6. These are even numbers. So they did not restrict us that they must be less than what or greater than what. So we just list them, all of them. So instead of we cannot list all of them. So we will just put the ellipsis to show that there are more elements that are coming, but they are obvious. So we won't list them until we get to the last one, because we don't know the last element. 0, 2, 4, and 6. That's the listing even numbers using what? Using roster method. I will represent R by roster method. Then let's check what? Set builder. Using set builder, we're going to say X such that X is an element of what? X is an element of what? Element of, we can say, even numbers. X is an element of even numbers. So we wrote this thing using what? Using set builder. Set builder. So moving to number 8, set of non-positive integers. Non-positive integers, they are referring to negative integers. So our negative integers are what? We don't know where they start. Instead, we're going to just to take -4, -3, -2, -1. We cannot take 1. We cannot take 0, but 0 is an integer. But then remember, negative integers are integers that are less than 0. Integers that are less than 0. So let's try and list those elements using roster. When we're listing them using roster, we put ellipses because we don't know what the first number. So we put -4, -3, -2, -1. Those are set of negative integers. So we wrote this thing using what? Roster method. Let's write it using what? Set builder notation. Using set builder notation, I will just say X, then X is an element of what? X is an element of negative integers, all of them. So moving to number 9, they say set of integers between. They gave you an interval. The interval says what? The interval says something like this: from 3 until 7, that is defined. So they say those things are what? Are integers. So in simple terms, that's just trying to say integers that are greater than 3 but less or equal to 7, because this brackets means not included. So these elements, let's list all of them that we know, the integers. We know -2, we don't know where they start. -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So they saying those integers must be greater than 3. They must be greater than this number, which means this number must not be included. And then they must be less or equal to 7, which means this number must be what? Included. So which means you are going to remove this number since it's not what? Included. We are going to only take these 4 numbers. So when we are listing them, we get that those elements are only what? Are only 4, 5, and then 7. So from there, we write the set in terms of what? Set builder, because the first one is written in what? In roster method. We are going to just say what? x such that x is an element of integers, and then x is greater than what? Than 3, and x is less or equal to 7.